Alright, so for the people that just missed that explanation, we have a little bit of time before we can actually play this game, because, well, there was an update. So, we've got a bit of time. Hopefully the update Hey, thanks for joining me tonight. Hopefully the update fixes that one where I'm hoping it's a rare error, but I don't know how rare it actually is. I like how, noticeable my speech impediment is when I try to stream. It's not a bad thing, it just is a thing. It's always the R sounds. Rare. World. Sword. Sword. Railroad. Railroad I can do just fine because I actually practiced that a lot as a kid. Anyways. How was my day? My day was better than it was yesterday. So I do kind of want to explain some things about me. For people that are new or something. Sometimes my body is kind of weird and doesn't like to cooperate with me. So reason why I called out or I ended the stream and basically deleted the VOD is because I was very tired. And also kind of hurty too. It just wasn't a pleasant time for me, and so I can imagine that it wasn't a pleasant time for you all too. So yeah. Also, the game was trolling me. We'll go with mostly the game was trolling me, so I had to call off the stream. No, I didn't rage quit. So I got 44 more seconds to spend before I can actually start the... Oh, never mind, a minute. 30 seconds. It's a really small file, too. It's maybe a 26 megabyte, thing. Oh, yeah, right. You don't have to worry about that. Well, unless it's for that particular VOD, because it's no longer. Well, I mean, I still have it saved offline, so I could, but I also don't really, care for... I don't know, keeping VODs around where I feel like it's not at, I may or may not be a, bit of a... Oh, no, because I'm just... Not right now, but if you give it until the game boots up, there probably will be. And if there isn't, then I have further issues. Gosh. Okay, so I just clicked the game. Hopefully it'll be booting up soon. Should probably pin that to my taskbar. There we go. Okay, where's my... Set the princess. Go. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so there's your content warning for you all. It says it's a horror game, but I'd say there's more horror elements in it rather than a horror game per se, but that's just my, opinion, man. Anyways. How's everyone doing tonight? Is everyone doing well? Whatever horrors you might find in this place, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. Hey, Tiki. Yeah. It is. I mean, if you think about it, also something that's been rattling around in my head since I saw the... whatever the finger creature is, the hand creature, arm creature. It's something that the creature said, and that is... but basically, whatever that creature went through, or whatever pain that the creature felt, wasn't, or was paled in comparison to the joy of having a new perspective brought to them. And to that particular creature, it's like a texture on a heart, or on their heart. Yeah. Her? I don't know. Oh, that's no good. It's all good. There's always the next one. I guess you could call that one texture on your heart too, huh? Sorry. But yeah, I am a pain. I'm kidding. It does happen though, and it's all good. Or it all will be good. One of the two, really. However you want to see it. Yeah. Yeah, I really like... wait. Isn't it called, like, the Shifting Mound? I like the Shifting Mound's dialogue. Oh. How did you, have you played Amori? Because so, what'd you think of the game? Okay, good. So, just fair warning about the game. You will be hurt emotionally. But it's a good story. I liked it. Yeah. I'm going to end you.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so
Your heart.
Okay, hopefully this doesn't...
charge towards the prince. It's now or never. The horrifying squelch.
Wow, okay, good.
You are unwound. No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
Can I go back here? Oh, wait, no, that was... I meant to press load. Whoops.
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive.
Well,
We're not out for the count just yet.
there's no time for words. Step forward, engage your enemy.
Skin flayed and organs flapping. You
Yes.
charge towards the princess.
Hit her with the flesh. Hit her with your flesh flaps. Encase her with your organs, killing her.
That's
Or something, I
right.
don't know.
She'll never stop us.
Still you defy your god! made
Yeah?
the mistake of underestimating your resolve before. Never again.
You swing for her heart. What's left of you... explodes. So that's it. It's over. Just like that.
Yep.
Of course it's over. It's been over since the very first...
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will live in that
Oh,
single
yeah?
tone
You want to see a
forever.
discordant melody? I'll show you discordant melody. Sorry, that was loud. That was louder than I meant to be. Sorry.
No! No! It's not over! We're a god killer! We've returned from death itself twice!
Stubborn. I like your the cut of your jib, but you should probably know when to give up too. There is no how loud it's supposed to be. So what you're saying is that should have been louder then. Got it. That can be arranged. Firing main cannon. Behold, my discordant melody. Slay the princess. But, apparently... Also, thanks for joining me, Woku. Someone said something about, like, a discordant melody, so I'm just like, okay, I have to play the fart button now.
Didn't you hear her?
I have
We're
to.
not dead.
It's legally required of me. Slay the princess, not... Did I say slay the spire? Shh. Shush. I'm going to get those two confused, and one of these... Oh, well, I thought I'd confused the two again. Okay, so you don't see the vision yet, but here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to make this small, and then I'm going to put Slay the Spire up here, and then I'm going to place Slay the Princess at the bottom, and then we're going to confuse some people, I guess. At least one person will probably look at the VOD and be like, "What?" Or one person will like tune in and be like, "What?" Listen, there's been ever since like the early reaches of my channel, there has been precedent for me just booting up a random game while playing a different game. Just saying. Why is that? Well, much like nine times out of 10, it's because it'd be funny. Or because I think it would be funny.
What's the difference?
Exactly. Even the voice of the hero knows that I am truly entertainment at the very least. Whether it's good or bad is up to perspective.
From many
or your
perspectives, there isn't one. But functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is massive.
Oh. I guess.
You are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room. Yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in.
Wow.
Incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state is the only thing you can currently do. You
Wow.
are preserved, perfectly, in the amber of her torment.
We're more than this. We've lost bodies before.
Shed this vessel for the next.
Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die here, the world is doomed.
So? But you do die. There's a great release as you lose your grip on what's left of your flesh and blood. They never tell you about that part. But, and yet, you still are here.
Your Honor, where the hell are you? Are you already at the Princess?
Yeah.
This place is different. Rotten. Death all around us. I want to go back.
So you've returned already.
What did I do?
And I remain here. Is this...
The Princess tilts her head to look at you, and with a gesture, you are unwound. Again?
Wow.
Clearly I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
You know what to do. Again.
Again, you relinquish your body. And again, you find yourself here, but somewhere else.
Your Honor, she's...
I'm gonna bump down the music just a touch. Yeah, I'm trying to do that. Survive is optional, though, it appears. Also, thanks for joining me, Aubrey.
You, guy who describes things, you better start saying what we do this time.
And what are you doing?
Attacking her, obviously.
Right. You charge towards
Charge
the
towards the princess and...
There is no spark in you. Only
Oh, wow.
matter devoid of life.
You explode.
Again.
You let yourself go, and you're living once
You're on a path. We are not on a fucking path. I have no idea where we are.
I may have messed something up.
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
So you are. Okay, you dive towards the... We're unwound? Yes. Her head swivels creakily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body...
No.
Again.
Armed and dangerous. Again. You have no body. You exist. You are reborn.
Your Honor,
No time. You, narrate, now.
yes. Of course. Pristine blade grasped firmly in your hands. We might actually do it this time.
I can feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
As she
Well,
turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then organs, then nerves lay bare and screaming. Oh, boo-hoo. It's just a body.
what's the cold? What are you doing here?
It just needs to last long enough to sink the...
It doesn't last.
Oh,
You are disintegrated. Everything goes dark.
but there's no you to die.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void
I mean, I am
that
from
dared
the woods,
to dream
right?
it
But
was
that's besides the
alive.
That feels right.
Yeah?
If we're nothing, then why are we still here?
Well, I mean... I still persist, even though I'm, like, nothing. I don't know. I mean, lore-wise, I have no right to actually exist in this dimension, but whatever.
Because we always have been.
Because we've always been.
If we're nothing, then how can we do anything? The same way we always have. Being nothing has never stopped us.
Yeah.
Now,
You cannot win if you cannot be.
End this. The force races towards the prince's exposed heart. Threads of texture pulled from an all-encompassing nothing.
How? I scattered the atoms you clung to and there was nothing there to find. You can't exist.
Well? Void heart. The threads pierce her heart and cradle her spirit.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
Oh.
She sounds
You did.
genuine. They always do in the end.
Yeah.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
Oh, maybe. Hands. You rang? You don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Remember,
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different.
Yeah, it's fine.
Final. Screw the mirror. We just need to ignore the cowards.
It must feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Signs to reach forward, they're gone yet again. The mirror always makes you move, but you need to see what's in it. Wow, you've withered. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Yeah, that's kind of how change goes, I guess. Parts you change, you might feel like you're growing in some ways, but ultimately you're still you. Regardless of what happens. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Don't really have... I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but it's also not a good thing. The only constant... Like I've said before, but I'll probably say this again. The only constant in life is change. Which is kind of ironic, but yeah. So, what she's saying is whatever she experiences or whatever the shifting mode feels, it's still a change of perspective and still changes her. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. It doesn't make things like worse or better. And whether she's the one that gets hurt or whether we're the ones that get hurt, it doesn't change her opinion of us. Perspective. Huh. If anything, that... Sorry for the voice crack. If anything, that makes me respect you more. Yeah.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
I tried not to, act like it. Yeah. That's not wrong. But I let my actions speak for themselves, for the most part. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There is passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart.
Interesting. placed the weight of her agony on you, yet she's the one who will want herself. Yeah, I think I understand.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Yeah. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Maybe, maybe not, who knows? Have you figured out what you'll want when we're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me.
Fair point.
I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
You know, this might just be a love story then. You're not wrong then. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Alright, everything goes dark and you... You're the princess. Mm-hmm.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Okay, thanks for telling
Don't
me what to do.
mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way. A warn. She will... We're not going to go through with this.
Okay, enter the basement.
The door to the basement. Her voice
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotizing. Don't let it fool you.
Just checking in
You
on
are?
you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
I didn't. I don't think. I think... Wait, I never knew you. Never mind.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's beautiful. How could... I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot...
Hi.
Hang on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What? Let's go the Casanova route. Can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
It's
No.
fine.
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them... They're large and heavy. Far too solid for you to even imagine trying.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess
No.
away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can find you something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here?
Okay,
You
try
try
the
the
door.
door, but it's locked from the outside.
Oh. Nope.
Your
Hey, let me outta
shouts
here.
and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the prince.
Alright, I'll return to the bottom.
You
of the
make your
stairs.
way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too,
Yeah,
didn't
unfortunately.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
they? If I could
Yeah.
just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Okay.
She barely hesitates before
Jeez.
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind
I mean,
you,
that works,
the
but
clang of bouncing metal. It's
pretty
the blade
brutal.
from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
Alright, save princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground.
Hey, does
The
anyone
heavy
need a hand?
chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly
fine.
as her gaze meets yours, blood from her
Oh.
wounded arm. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Let's. Approach the locked
No.
door.
we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
Oh.
You can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body
Oh.
steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall
I
before
think I
the
don't
blade
have
has
a
a chance to
choice.
connect.
Sorry.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The
Resist.
blade. Move the
No.
blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Yeah.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Could you like
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
try to like aim it
Don't
better?
you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again. She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it?
I'm
Well.
so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out
Yeah,
beneath
it
you.
appears though.
You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive.
It's all good.
The princess stares down at your ruined
Not my first
chest
rodeo.
as tears carve rivulet. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to slay her.
Okay. See the cabin.
A warning. She will. If only you knew what you did to us, you. Excuse me. Forget he said anything.
Yeah.
But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be
Yeah.
able to withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Oh, yeah.
Don't pay their bickering any mind.
Let's show her how much we love her.
Focus on the
Yeah.
task.
We gotta show her love. Love. No. That's a good idea.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. The blade is your...
Into the basement. Get into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Let me...
But it's still a stone basement. A soft voice...
Hello? Is someone there?
Yeah, someone's there.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
Yeah.
I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but we don't even know the prince. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are... You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to
that's
hear
fine.
my words,
I'm not sure how to
but
feel about
surely...
this.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you.
Yeah.
My dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero.
No. When a dash is like
Flattery
this.
really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back? You've been here before, haven't you?
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
Do it again for...
I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but... we damned a whole world. But everything reset. No.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Aw.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrist.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of...
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead.
Sorry about what happened last time. The narrator sent me here to kill you. Took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
No.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Okay, I'll give her the
She
hard eyes.
took that in stride. To a surprising extent. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him tell she doesn't? There's no one else.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to
Rescue
No.
the princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
You'll
Well, too
what?
bad. I can let
take
you do
over
that.
our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions can...
You wouldn't.
I would.
Yep.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess
wasn't even,
and
like, getting
gingerly
there, huh?
slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Doomed.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you.
There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I feel
The
so sick
princess
and
jumps
shit, though.
up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would... Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
No?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Oh, come on now.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Yeah, maybe.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Did her face change?
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course
I feel
she'd
like her
want the
face
same
changed.
for us.
There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Dude.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you. Only she...
But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
Oops.
No. She was our perfect match. She's gone.
Clearly not.
Where did she go? And is that a...
Okay, approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right, yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What
Yeah.
if we just...
Gaze into the reflection. Okay. The remains. You've unraveled. Huh. See the cabin? You got the cabin, approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
You have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a reflecting pool of desire unfulfilled. She will make for a pliant heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me.
Okay. If this is your last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here forever if I have to.
You have already chosen to walk along this path.
Oh.
And we both know you will see it to completion.
Oh.
But if you need more time, then I will wait with you.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever
Oh.
is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished.
Oh.
What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh, game just closed. Neat. I actually like that shit kind of stuff. Yeah. I guess that is something to think about.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Oh. Ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
I guess so.
I will be here, waiting for you.
I think I'll start when you die. You're the princess.
You're on a path.
Silently continue.
You make your way.
Proceed. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks.
They're checking on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs, and
She's so coldly beautiful.
I don't know.
focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop. Don't you dare. It's fine.
Okay.
We can decide what we want to do after we.
Yeah. Drop it.
The blade tumbles
I
out
guess.
of your trembling hands.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
That vacant stare is
Just
similar to
make
one
sure you
I
don't
have
forget about the
usually.
blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I guess. Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By
Are you
definition,
sure?
we have a relationship.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't
Yeah, that
trust
is an
her.
interesting lack of detail. Do you know I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
She brings up a good point. I know what I've been told. Whether I believe it or not is an entirely different story.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
What? Oh.
I'm guessing
I'm gonna
you
bother.
don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here,
I
and
don't
if
think
there
there is.
is, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
I guess so.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She
I
is.
think she is.
I'm sure of it.
Okay, I think we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Not too late. Thanks for joining me, Sonic. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Nope.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Like stream or eat beans? Well, I haven't. I ate green beans yesterday. But I try to avoid. I have bad enough gas as is. So I try to avoid eating beans.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Oh.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to...
If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Fair. Brutal, but fair.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Yeah.
You attempt to make your way out of... Is someone else here?
Well.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Yeah.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Maybe. I don't know.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens. Without hesitation, you bring the blade down. The princess flinches as you strike and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
Wow.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely... It's an act. She's unarmed and there's nothing she can do. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you. The two of you struggle on the ground. You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about
Guess so.
You roll out of her grasp and shakily, though every inch of you is in pain. The princess... We can still turn this around.
Run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. Maybe she'll
The princess is still chained to the wall. There's no... What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is, she's so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe. For now. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with a heavy... Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make you settle in against the far wall to watch the basement. It isn't long before you start to drift off. Your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Okay.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. Huh?
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like as she violently rattles the door.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart in peace.
Dang.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
I think she's mad. Whatever you are, you're not a princess. Go ahead and waste your energy. I'll be waiting for you.
I wouldn't be so sure about outlasting me. You're so...
She's
brittle. So go ahead, rest. Do whatever you think will help you be prepared. But know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
Definitely not.
The ruckus has stopped.
She definitely broke out.
And the door to the... Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth.
So.
Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame.
Guess not.
If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together. I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
Yeah. For the both of
It
us.
can't be. This can't actually be how everything... I'm sorry. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Whoops. Nightmare. Oh, left click does that.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Got it. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before she will... I don't think...
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is plain. The blade... Oh, it's just... She's already got nap. I'm going so deep.
Just send
Should
it
have
to
taken the knife again.
I guess.
I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. We need something. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Oh, is that?
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter.
Step off into the void between the stairs.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know. Falling into an infinite void seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just scared. I was curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the ink. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't
I mean,
you.
you can still say it's weird while it's still being a voice of reason.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
It's fine.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Do nothing.
You decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
So you did?
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Oh.
Your arms quickly follow.
Oh,
This
no.
is it, isn't it?
No little knife this time.
No.
It's almost like you want me to get you.
A little bit, maybe.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Well,
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
yeah, please.
You
Kinda-
sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
I mean,
You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Liver,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
heart, lungs.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
I mean, yeah.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
Oh.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now.
Mm-hmm.
Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole, like, organ shutting down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. We don't have to be enemies. We could work together. We could even be friends.
Would you look at that? You're suggesting exactly what I want. Somebody's ahead of the curve.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
Mm-hmm.
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here,
Oh.
and now you're here too.
Yeah?
I don't think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Fair.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
And if I let you help, what then? Do we go our separate ways?
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side.
Okay.
A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
Liver,
Yeah.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Alright, I'm not doing any of this. I'm not believe I'm not going to try to kill you, so do your worst.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes
Maybe.
you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
Not wrong.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Cool.
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a... No.
Let me
Yes.
out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself,
Oh.
weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A
Interesting.
reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The
Yeah, I guess
worms have found their
worms.
orifices.
Worms. The worms. The worms. The worms. The worms.
Let me out.
Diagnosis.
Oh.
It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Oh. I think I understand why you want to be let out under white freedom so badly. I think that she needs to be freed from, you know, the whole wheel of rebirth or something like that. I think that, she needs to, like, experience Nirvana or something like that.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Yeah, what is that?
Let me out.
This is all too much.
What?
I can't keep going.
Oh, it's the narrator's nightmare.
You
huh?
can't keep going. Well, what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
What are you talking about? But he doesn't respond.
Oops. I think I broke you.
Yeah, you might have.
I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Yeah, maybe, hopefully. Your body's dead, but you live on. What? Huh? The moment of clarity, huh? Oh, right.
You're on a path in the...
Shit. What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
Yeah,
There was a princess, I think.
there was.
It's all so
Broken.
fuzzy.
What are you doing here?
It hurts when I try to remember. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Yeah, at least once.
I
If not more.
Yes. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
Yeah.
No, that's the opposite of
I don't
what
know.
you're here to do. You have to slay her.
Slay. We decided not to do that, didn't we?
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the
Opportunist.
only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of
Oh
anything.
yeah, I hate the voice opportunity. Easy yes.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever.
Voice the stubborn.
I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
I mean, you
We
can't.
can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already
Oh, yeah, voice
tried
contrary.
everything. We love her, so we have to set her free.
Wow,
Can we love
that's a
something
lot of
that
stuff going
hates
on.
us?
Skeptic.
Can we love something that hurts us?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes love hurts. And sometimes love heals, too. And there's a lot of, like, feelings to feel when it comes to love. It's good, bad, and some of it's indifferent. You know, feeling nothing is still a feeling. Even if you don't want to acknowledge it. It's all part of life, I think. And all part of emotions. And in the right moderations and the right regulations, there's nothing wrong with it.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Yeah, there isn't. Well, what is up with that?
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Quite a few times. I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong.
Huh?
She's the only thing that's right.
Hi, Lindsay. Thanks for joining me.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Proceed to the cabin. I guess so.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward.
Interesting. What's going on here?
But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been.
Mirror.
Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror.
Oh, don't ask about the mirror.
He always says he never sees it.
Oh.
He always lies.
So he can't see it.
And he always makes it gone.
Interesting. So he doesn't want to look in the mirror, which means he doesn't want to observe himself. In a metaphorical sense, he's looking to try to prevent something that will probably cause the world to end. But if he looks within himself, he's not going to be able to do that.
Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
No, there definitely is a mirror.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth.
Oh.
Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others.
And what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Yeah, sometimes you give your spare thought or errant thoughts or feelings too much space or time to think or time to marinate, so to speak. It can cause issues. Remember, your thoughts are just your thoughts. You don't have to explore them if you don't want to. You can just let them pass. Let them flow.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving.
A little bit of exploration never hurt, though.
Or you could just give up.
No, can't do that. Approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there.
Huh.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Yeah, probably.
Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
I don't think I like the broken either.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Go around it.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what. Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
Oh, proceed.
That's a new one.
Snowgrave.
Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions.
And of course, the
why he
person that
gets
has the
to
most
make
power
them.
is the one you're thinking will make the best decisions.
And it
Got
already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
Oh.
We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just
Have I
enough
seen
vague
anything
shape
like this
and
in Void of
unknown
Dreams?
texture
Yes.
to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
You have to take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've already tried this. Everything else, don't you remember? What? So he's been on this path before. You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
And it clatters with a weird sound, too. Oh, wait, no. I'll go the wrong walk bridge. There we go. And there's a strange clattering sound heard.
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep.
Sorry, chat. And there's a strange clattering sound that you hear right as the blade hits the ground.
Deep in the bowels of the earth,
Funny, that's why.
you see something staring back at you.
Oh.
It fills you with dread.
I will burn. Hey, by the way, it's March 5th. You know that day.
It's She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
It would appear as though not.
You really are a coward.
Yeah.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
What?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
I guess.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything.
I guess in a way, yeah, time does erode everything. Eventually, memories start to fade, and everything just becomes nothing. Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
Except for me.
Well, then are you dead?
I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back.
Okay.
And what's left is for you to take me away. And let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me,
What?
together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness.
Huh.
I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
Because we're a bird,
Now
right?
don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy
Okay,
to
so
get
I
it
should
back.
work myself into a frenzy.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
There's something new. But was that something new or is it just Gabe? Do I just sit here then? 'Cause I will sit here. Guess I have to.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender.
I am
even.
Mistral.
I can't believe you just made me say that.
Thanks for
I
joining me.
hate you.
We just picked
The
up.
motion is
Nightmare
difficult at
Princess, I
first,
guess.
as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
Yeah, you were there, I think. Don't need to ask that I remember you. Probably that I've seen your name in chat at least once or twice, or probably at least a couple times. I will probably remember you. As long as you don't like disappear for like over like a year or something like that. Otherwise, I probably will forget because I have bad memory. Do not play the fart button, Payne. Do not play the fart button.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
Yeah, that'll happen. What's this game about? It's a love story. Hydrate doesn't work with the live 2D model. I think I reactivate this. Yeah, you can do rainbow though. And I think movements are off. Wait a minute. I didn't turn the movements off. Yeah, that's fair. No worries. And also, text-to-speech should work. I turned off movements because I don't want to ruin a more serious game with that. The princess exhausted Snorks.
Why is it so cold?
Well, yoink.
Awesome.
I think they're it's just lowercase TTS. You don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory return.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again.
Yeah, apparently matters.
Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for
Yep.
us? I'm
Well-
sure it'll be whisked away. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now. Doesn't seem like there's much else to do. Finally. Oh, you stop with the smashing.
Yeah, that's my job.
What do we say, boys? One
And
last.
Also,
Yeah.
the spin job, apparently.
I think I'd like that.
Yeah.
Seems we've got
okay,
a
here we go.
majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Yep. Approach the mirror. You step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unresolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
I don't feel bad about it. It feels okay. The fear's gone.
Yeah.
I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet.
Huh.
The game was always going to end.
I guess so.
I'll be free of
The
all of
narrator?
you.
Well, first off, if you're actually interested in this kind of game, it's best experienced unspoiled and also You're much better going on in this game blind. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm ready
Yeah.
for the truth.
But other than that,
I'm ready to sleep. I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here.
fair.
Boys, it's been an honor.
Gaze into your reflection. In silence, you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's on it. You heard nothing at all. It's like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Kidding. Bird. Man. If it isn't bright, it can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it, a figure, faintly veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh. A crack slides down the central mirror, splitting the image in the glass into two. And then another crack and turning the mirror into jagged shards of glass. Yummy. So, you're the narrator. I was wondering if that ever makes sense.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it?
Yeah.
You needed help, after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
A lot. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain.
Oh.
Not physically.
I don't know. Depends. Makes you ask questions, at least. It's not like Doki Doki Literature Club, though. I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now.
Oh.
Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Okay. I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design.
Oh, interesting.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
Huh.
But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Interesting. And what is my true identity?
You're the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Interesting. That doesn't appear to work, though. Who cares about dying? I've had plenty of
You
times.
haven't. You flirted with dying.
Oh.
You've played pretend, but your consciousness is an unbroken stream.
Yeah, that is true. Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Oh. Do you have anything to say for yourself for all the supers?
I do. People out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Yeah?
Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves love?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
I'm not gonna slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good.
Well, There's no reasoning with a god.
Nope.
Even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece. My time is up.
Yep. Well, rest in piss.
I'm just echoing,
Oh, wait.
and every echo fades away.
As the final fragment of the glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. And error is right. You are the one quiet and fast. And it's finally time for you to wake up. All this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final mystery to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to hide. Whoa.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
This is...
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I guess. Did you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct.
Oh.
He was deluded by his
What
fear
on
of
earth?
death. Pay him no
This
mind.
is the shifting mound. This is a love story, after all. I'm long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call
I
me
guess.
the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Yep. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
I guess.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Are you not paying attention? Like, seriously. What she is or isn't, or, well, don't ask. I don't know why she has so many arms, but she has so many arms because design? I don't know.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
So many stories we have left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Yeah, I guess at the end it doesn't really matter, right? Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each
Like
other's
the
gifts.
gifts that I brought her.
If we
Yes,
didn't,
that's it.
the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
I guess. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know where to leave or where to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
For yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs with its activation. You feel sensation that limits you to escape from. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings space, spanning on a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled, bound with agony to the finite plane. You can feel the glass in your construct pressing onto you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back against and straight against it. But it doesn't feel.
I love you.
Told you it's a love story. Take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she's with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe this absolute reality. Something that simply is. Stepping into it. You and she steps forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you always will be. Though conflict is human nature, the two of you will never be alone. The two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Huh. That is really thought-provoking. There's a lot to take on there. There was that entire like storyline, and like the entire storyline of this is something else, really. And there was, like I said, a lot of stuff to take in. I guess in terms of gameplay, game design, stuff like that too. This was really interesting. What next? Okay. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the in H. And now that you've finished the full story for the sign, you'll have to unlock the gallery. Okay. Return to the main menu. Well, there's actually a lot to take in with that. Like I said, before we actually got started with this, one of the things that actually like stuck out to me was her calling, well, whatever like thing happened to her or whatnot, or whatever damage happened to her, just basically having it become something like a texture, basically, rather than like an actual like injury or anything like that. Well, seeing it as, well, that instead of something that was necessarily harmful or hurtful. Recontextualizing stuff is really important, or really cool. There's still a whole lot of endings that we haven't seen, probably. Wow. I guess I'll continue. That was cool. New game, I guess?
You're on a path.
Okay.
Seriously? You're just...
All that matters is where I'm not going.
Fine. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, huh? When I said everyone, I meant, and last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, but fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you... Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin.
Okay.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right... You know I can tell when you're...
Guess I have to.
The cabin interior is wrong.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing...
Take the center staircase.
You step onto the center staircase. You concentrate on where you... And so you take one careful focus. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Yeah.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, physical sensations dull, and then... What?
Apparently you're a threat to the world.
I don't have any weapons, and I'm chained to a wall. Do I look like someone that could end the world? Do I...
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. We can do that? I don't like this. Again? Should we tell him? Nah, let him... Right, I'm telling... Until... It's hard to describe. And it seems to me like you saw something you... Whatever you saw... Oh, new plan! Let...
Princess.
Oh.
No, I don't need a name.
My name is whatever hushed whispers follow in the wake of my devastation.
Getting down was weird. Like, I pulled apart and pulled together again. Do you know what happened?
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
I don't know.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out. And oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs managed to chew you up,
I will devour you.
Well,
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. What do you want me to say? That I'd be a good person?
I don't know.
Besides,
You already know what I'm going to do.
if you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, whose buttons are there for us to press. Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can... Okay, this was fun. Can't even follow what's going on. We need to get out of here.
There's more.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. It must be fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do while chained up like this.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to... How would we even do that? Where would we start?
Good question.
We'd always start by retrieving... Can we even leave this place? Well, that's where the blade is. If you want, this is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here. But how do we decide what to do? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts, just do something.
Okay, let's do a whole bunch of stuff then.
That's not right.
No, it's not.
Go on. You take a step forward. You can feel yourself. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
Oops.
But this... Do you not have anything witty to say? No, I don't, because this isn't fun.
Memorization.
How we... Luckily for all of us, nothing,
I've
man.
already seen this. What's this? Yeah.
She's gone. I'm begging you, don't...
Gaze into your reflection. Yep. Here we go. Approach. What happens now?
No.
Okay, make
She
Don't mention it.
To the cabin. Basement.
How many times do I have to
Wait, really? Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it.
I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna see if there's...
Okay.
Return to the bottom stairs. Okay.
Fine.
First locked door.
No, we won't have any
We've
of
already seen
that.
this before, by the way.
Stop that. The blade! Move.
Are we running away?
Seriously?
I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relished the coming of the new dawn beyond our own. Gotta go the other way.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yep.
That's strange.
Turn around and leave it
You're
again.
really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask.
What's going on?
Let's see ya.
Where are we? Oh, I don't like this one bit. There's not a single damsel in sight.
Nope. Wow. Wow. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find the consciousness. You're no longer. Confusion. Why are you here? Are you finished? Resistance. Feelers drive the body across the last surface. Frustration. This vessel is full. Resistance to this. Force pushing you. No, you can't. Towards good. It's line from there. There's only so much to throw. Oh.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Okay. See the cabin. The basement.
The door to...
Hi, I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the prince.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this...
Or if that doesn't work, I can.
She offers the suggestion with, if we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure you attempt to make your... Someone...
Turn the bottom stairs.
You make it easier for whom?
Okay, slay the princess.
Without hesitation, you bring the wound dry. Okay. There's no going...
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping. Wounded, but still alive. She crouches.
You've made a terrible enemy, and
I thought we had the upper hand, but
Wow.
it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
Unless.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now.
Unfortunately, we just did.
As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you. We can still turn this around. You steel your resolve and... Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen?
No.
Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess... You take another step forward. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. And then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both.
after all this time alone, I thought I...
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all.
Looks as though we have.
It's over.
For now. Wait. Come on. Don't do this. Thank you, technology, for messing up. Hang on. I gotta check. Okay, so there was dropping frames.